Welcome to episode 14 of Pentagon for Gold. It's been quite a long time since the last episode, largely due to being busy and also just trying to make any sense of what's going on in the football world. I'm glad that things are starting to settle down, but I think as a United fan, we've got to get our owners out, and it's all been a bit crazy the last few days, so I've mainly been following that. And now heading back to this, it's a while since I've touched this, but I have played a few games today to set us up for this episode, which we won every game as far as I can remember. Actually, no, Stellenbosch, we conceded. Once again, Ryan Moon, I think he scored against us last season in the cup final, in one of the cup games. He managed to score from, I think it was their only shot on target, if I have a look at the match. We pretty much dominated. And then, they did have a couple more after that, but one of those shots, in fact, two of those shots came from the same thing where it was a rebound shot. So really, they only had about 3 chances, and we had lots, but couldn't make the most of it. We then had a comfortable win in the cup, followed by 2 PSL wins against Amatux and Maritzburg United, and Al Masri we absolutely destroyed, so we're now already through the group stage. We have one more game, but we are comfortably qualified, so we can really rotate for the next game. And then we beat Bazana Podlo Chiefs with a pretty rotated team. Actually, Dean Koopstad's had his first starts. He actually got an assist in his first game, I think. Yeah, this game he got an assist to Riaz Koopstad. Don't think there's any relation there, but yeah, he had a good start, and hopefully we can continue that. We've got quite a lot of players who've been injured, and as you can see, a few of them still are, to be honest. Mukamela's out for 2 to 6 weeks. Diana Oliara is out for 3 to 9 days, so we've ended up with Desmond Warney, who is not a real player and does not look like he's going to ever be a good player. So we've also brought in Chad Groeneworld, who is out of contract and is wanted by Orlando Pirates, but hasn't left yet. And that's just because Mukamela is injured, so it makes sense to get him in. Jesse Donner has agreed to leave at the end of the season to go to Stellenbosch, so he won't be joining us. It was one I probably should have gone for, but I didn't in the end. And I guess we'll just have to live to regret that. Then we got a few signings that are coming in. So we got a few 17-year-olds particularly. So Matsimbi, I've basically decided to get these 17-year-olds because the stats look decent. I haven't scouted them too much, but given they're 17, those stats look really good for this level, and they should grow a lot. And if they don't, then I can always just sell them for more than a free transfer. And they're also not asking for too much. We've applied for a work permit for Kevin Rivas to join at the end of the season. That does increase his wages by £500, but it's okay. He's a good player, and hopefully we'll get the finances in that allow us to actually have a slightly larger wage budget, because at the moment we are definitely over it. Then we got, I don't even want to try and say the first name of this guy, but Buthelesi. He is an attacking midfielder, or probably you'll play as Mazzala for me. He looks very good for a 17-year-old as well. Haven't scouted him too much, but he's doing well in the Glad Africa Championship. Then we've got Malonaka, who is 21. He's a bit older. He is a Mazzala, and he actually was scouted a little while ago. He's also unhappy and wants to leave his current club, and he has wanted to for the last year or so. I did have a look at him last year, but he wasn't able to come because of his contract situation, and it's not expiring till this summer. But he looks pretty good, and he's got 16 to 19 natural fitness, which will be really good for playing in central midfield. Majola's left, or is leaving rather, to FS Stars. He got very unlucky with injuries, ended up with sort of 2 4-month to 6-month injuries, and it just wasn't really worth keeping around. Sadly, I couldn't sell him early to FS Stars for a bit of money because they are in the second division, I believe, and they're not doing very well either, even though they're predicted to finish third. But the big potential signing of this entire thing is Samuel Obeng, just on loan. He's got 5-star sort of, so he's got 3.5-star definitely, and could potentially be 5-star. But his stats look really good. They look like they could be sort of a lower level championship, if not mid-championship level, which for this team would be phenomenal. He is actually Ghanaian Danish, and he plays for FC Copenhagen, who are one of our, well, actually our only affiliate. We did try and get another one, but the board were not interested. In addition, our finances are looking okay. They have come down a little bit since the big win in the cup, but we are making progress, and actually we're doing really well in the league, and that's resulting in us. We just got a grant of 100, as you can see, prize money 150k, so that's really good for building it up. And if we can keep doing as we are, then that would be a good way of getting our finances up. Plus, we're still in every competition apart from the Telecom Knockout, which in reality the winnings were not likely to change things too much. I didn't achieve much by getting through in any rounds because the prize money doesn't really change. We are second in the league, but we've only played 13 games, and the teams around us, apart from Sundowns, have generally played 18 games. So Sundowns are really our only challengers for the title, maybe Cape Town City. But provided we don't absolutely mess up from here, we're in actually a really good position to win the league. And I don't think that was particularly likely before the season. We were sitting 5th in the season preview. If we take a look at the best 11, Velapai is actually the only player currently in it. I believe we had at least Mukamela in at one point, but it seems that he's disappeared, and I guess that just happens throughout the season. But yeah, so Velapai is one of the best players in the division, and then Liam Byrne. Yeah, it was Liam Byrne actually was in the best 11. He's our second best player, and it's nice that he's actually a Cape Town Spurs player. He initially came from our youth academy. He went away for 1 year, but he's back now, and he's doing very well. Played most games, to be honest. So for today's episode, we are playing against SuperSport United and Sundowns. We've got a pretty crazy schedule, to be honest. Playing every 2 days for the next 3 games, and then there's a 3-day break before a 4-day break. For the USM Algier game, I will definitely rotate fully, and I might have to sack off the Nedbank Cup because I've just got so many fixtures left. As you can see from the number of games that other teams have played in the league, I've just got far too many fixtures to be dealing with all these competitions at once. We've barely played any matches compared to anyone else, and we have actually played the fewest in the entire division. So we will head into today's game, which will be against SuperSport United, and then the second game of the episode will be Sundowns away on Monday the 27th of February. Due to the nature of the schedule, I've gone for a bit of an unusual team where I've sort of mixed things up a little bit. Sumahoro starts in centre-back. Fleming Iverson comes back into the team with Liam Byrne and Masengi in defence. Koopstad, Shalule and Beloy are my midfield trio, and Mustilag, Narodian and Sandoval are my front 3. It's going to be a reasonably tough game. We're supposedly strong favourites, which I can imagine given just how good we've been throughout the season. But I have had to rest a few players in preparation for that Sundowns game, which is going to be incredibly important, because if we can win that, I'd fancy us to go on and win the league. If we fail, then it could be anyone's guess who it goes to. But we need to get a good start here so we can actually go into that game with a bit of confidence, and Motilago's given it to us. Shalulele with the assist. He's been very good this season when he's played Shalulele. He is likely to be leaving. He did want a new contract, but he's starting to go down a little bit because he's one of the older players at the club, and I'd rather get those youngsters in that are going to be cheaper anyway and will also have potential to grow and are probably already better than him. Kikana. Can we knock them out here? Matele. Mostilaga's got the ball now, having rebounded from the defenders. Narodian. Can he win a penalty? He sent it over, and Mostilaga's got the easiest goal of his life. Sandoval somehow gets the assist. I'm pretty sure the keeper saved it first, but we'll take it. Very good start to the game, and if we can keep going like this, we can actually rotate a little bit further. Get the likes of Dean Koopstad on, who is not likely to be starting against Sundowns. Mostilaga's a little bit tired already, so we'll definitely be subbing him off at some stage. I would probably also like to get Matizwa on because he's been injured for quite a long time, Sandoval's also been injured, so we've had lots of periods where we've not really had a striker, so Buchanan played instead. But it is a good thing that I got Sandoval in the summer, because I was thinking I probably can't get away with just one striker, and I've been proven right, because I could barely get away with two. There's a decent opportunity there, but hasn't worked out quite for us. Now Reyners is on the counter-attack. Reyners still, and looked like it might be going in, but is seemingly flown miles off target in the end. We're doing reasonably well. Just need to be careful we don't get complacent, but as you can see, we're totally dominating proceedings, as we tend to do. Not quite sure why the other teams are always have so few chances against us. I wouldn't have thought, given we're supposed to come fifth, wouldn't have thought our team's quality is too much higher than most teams in the league. And that's an unusual goal. I think Narodian was trying to shoot there, but Sandoval's managed to sort of volley it in. Very quick reactions. And Narodian. And Sandoval scored again. Apparently they were trying to hit us on the counter-attack. I'm pretty sure when you're 3-0 down, you kind of need to be a bit more offensive than just counter-attacking. But we're certainly enjoying ourselves out here. Mostilager and Sandoval both with braces. Yeah, time to get Mostilager off. He'll probably be too tired for the next game in any case, but we'll give him the best chance possible. Liam Byrne, I think I'll also take off for Rivas, who is not particularly fit himself. Maybe I'll get Chellis on. He's not really a centre-back at all, but he might be able to do a job there. I hope it doesn't backfire, but we are 4-0 up, so I think we can probably get away with being a bit cheeky. Beloy almost with the outside of the foot shot. Ends up, I think he probably ended up just toe poking it in the end. Didn't quite get the outside of the foot shot that he was looking for. And Buchanan scored now. 17th goal of the season. It's a difficult situation with him, because I think he's got one more season on his contract, but there is a club in Qatar that are interested in him. And he's been so good this season, I shouldn't really be getting rid of him. But if they send me some decent money, I would probably be quite tempted. Let's just, get whatever. Just Dean Koopstad can just come on and play as box to box for no reason. He's probably really enjoying his first few appearances in the first team, having not really featured ever before the last 3 games, and now he's featured in all 3 of those. Fleurs has sent it wide. He is one of the players in the Dream 11, but couldn't get that header on target. Now they've got another throw in on the right hand side. Lakenta Ricozzo, and it's a good ball, and that's a fantastic header from Stoffels, but it is offside. And Levenberg's motioning at the fans who aren't actually in the stadium, so I'm not quite sure what he's complaining about. Just offside from Stoffels. Very unlucky, because it was a really nice goal. But 5-0 victory. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but a very impressive performance, and that's what we want in the next game as well. Have Sundowns been playing? Yes, they've been playing as well, so hopefully we'll be more fit than them, because the AI is less likely to rotate. Now, this game could be a potential title decider. It's very early, obviously, but this could be a big game in terms of deciding who wins the league this season. So I've had to go for a reasonably strong team. I have ended up with both Sandoval and Matiz were playing, because pretty much all my other wingers were tired, so I couldn't keep Sandoval up front, really. They're both on fitness tests, so let's hope that they can get through this game all right. But we've gone for our top defence and our top midfield, really. I'd probably go for Koopstad over Don most days, but Don didn't play in the last game because he was ineligible. Let's hope we can keep our really good winning run against Sundowns. We have apparently won 75% of the games against them in this save, so let's hope we can keep going with that, because this is definitely one of the most important games that we'll have had. I'm not quite sure. Like, financially, it probably doesn't make too much of a difference if we win the league or not, but I imagine it is very good for the reputation to do that. And also being in the Confederation Cup will help our chances of increasing our reputation in the next couple of seasons. I don't think there are too many big clubs in Africa that have a particularly high reputation, but it might be nice to at least get to the level of teams like Sundowns, so that if they're going for a player and we're going for a player, we don't miss out. Because there was one really good looking young centre back from the second division who I went for, whose contract was expiring, but he ended up going to Stellenbosch instead, even though they're comfortably lower in the table. And we are losing, and it's Makuma. Oh, why you got to celebrate like that as well? That is very annoying. It's only his second goal for them, I think. I really regret not getting him this year. It would have been very nice to have him still. And that is their first shot. Levenberg has not made a lot of saves recently. It's a little bit disappointing. And the lads are a bit tired. Chellis seems to have picked up some sort of injury. Half time, that's not been good. Iverson's still frustrated. We've got a few players who are reasonably tired, and that's before considering Sandoval and Matiz were both on fitness tests. I think we're going to have to go attacking because their team is very tired. We should be able to do something about this. Let's demand more. I think I need to get Chalice off, to be honest. Can't have him getting properly injured. Koopstad can come on, plays a Mazzala. Now let's push forward. Let's get some goals, lads. Liam Burns sends it long, and Chalice, with probably one of his last actions on the ball. Jesse Don finds Buchanan. Oh, it's a really good pass. Come on. Oh, it seemed to miss the ball there. I think it was really good defending in the end, but Masengi crosses blocked, and now they can counter. The chance is over though. We've survived for now. Alright, we've got to get Sandoval off. He is very tired. Don't really have many options though. I think I'll get Mostilaga on the left. He's just generally a bit more consistent than Narodian. Matiz was going to have to stay on, and Fambidzai can come on. Let's encourage the boys. I'd be happy with the draw at this point, but we'd only have a chance to go 2 points clear of them with a loss. Oh, this is their only shot, come on. Oh my... How is this happening? So many games in this save that are like this. Come on. Oh my... This game sometimes. Let's encourage the boys again. I cannot believe how this game has gone. It's been infuriating. Come on, win the ball back. I've gone very attacking, so it may be that they score here, but looks like that's surely the last chance. And there you go. Utterly undeserved, but what can you do? We performed well. We just couldn't score, and they scored their one shot. Pretty much the theme of the series, really. So plenty of reason to be frustrated. Our 17-game unbeaten run is over, and we did hit the woodwork 3 times. Just one of those, fine margins in the game that you get. And we have quite a lot of games left in the league, so we can still make this up, and we are technically still. We have a chance to go top when we've played all the games that Sundowns have. That next game against Sundowns is going to be so crucial. At least we'll be at home, and we dominated that last game, so most of the time we would win this game that we've just played, but we just got unlucky. Luck of the draw, I guess. So the next game that you'll see will probably actually be Sundowns, maybe, or Cape Town City. Then I'll do Sundowns, I reckon. Depending on how the title race is going, it could even be Sundowns then the final game of the season. But hopefully we will still be top of the league, or at least we'll have made it up so that we are top of the league then, and we can actually get our finances doing better, because actually they're dropping quite substantially and quite quickly. And as you can see, our committed spending for next season is not great for us. It's about 5k over budget. Don't know if that's entirely true, because we'll be losing a few players. We'll probably let some players go, but what can you do, really? I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and that I'll see you next time. In the meantime, have a great day.